Hello friends, today we will discuss about the multiplication of the vectors. In the last videos, we will studied about addition and subtraction of the vectors. Now there are total three types of the multiplications of the vectors. First type is multiplication of scalar quantity into vector quantity, which gives answer in the form of the vector. For example, suppose multiplication of the 3 into vector I plus 2j minus k, which gives answer 3i plus 6j minus 3k. In this multiplication, we just multiply by this 3 to each component of the vector, which gives another vector. Therefore, this type of multiplication gives answer in the vector form. Second type of multiplication is the multiplication between one vector to another vector, which gives scalar quantity or answer in the form of scalar. Such type of multiplication of the vectors are called as scalar product or dot product and can be denoted by a dot b. Now third type of multiplication is multiplication of vector quantity to another vector quantity, which gives answer in the form of the vector quantity. Such type of multiplication is called as cross product or vector product. Now first type of multiplication is not much important as these two. Therefore we will discuss scalar product and vector product in detail. Now consider what is meant by scalar product or dot product. Scalar product or dot product of two non-zero vectors. Here note that two vectors must be non-zero. Non-zero vectors p bar and q bar is product of magnitudes of two vectors and cosine of the angle theta between them. That is, consider here one example. Here vector p bar and q bar making angle theta, that is small angle between these two is theta. Now mathematically scalar product or dot product we will written as like this: dot product or scalar product between p and q, which is equal to magnitude of vector p magnitude of vector q into cos of angle between them, that is cos theta. Now characteristics of scalar product or dot product is: first characteristics is the scalar product of the two vector is equivalent to the product of magnitude of the one vector with the magnitude of the component of the other vector in the direction of the first vector. Now we will explain these characteristics is: suppose scalar product of the vector p bar and q bar is written as magnitude of vector p magnitude of vector q into cos of angle between theta. It can be write in the form of the, consider two terms. First term is the magnitude of vector p and second term is the component of the vector q bar in the direction of the vector p bar, that is q cos theta. Similarly, we also written this scalar product in the form of the magnitude of the second vector multiplied by component of the first vector in the direction of the second vector. So this is about the first characteristics of the scalar product. Second characteristics is scalar product obeys commutative law, that is scalar product of the vector p bar into q bar same as scalar product of the vector q bar into p bar. Third is scalar product or dot product obeys distributive law over addition, that is scalar product between vector p bar with q bar plus r bar is equal to dot product of the p bar q bar plus dot product between p and r. Then special cases. First special case is when angle between two vectors is equal to 0, that is two vectors are parallel to each other. Therefore dot product between them is equal to product of their magnitudes, that is cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore dot product is simply the product of their magnitudes. Now if magnitude of p and magnitude of q is equal to 1, then this dot product gives answer 1. Here let's consider I, j and k. These three vectors are unit vectors and their magnitudes are 1 and they are parallel to each other. Therefore I dot I, j dot j and k dot k is equal to 1. Now next second special case is if angle between two vectors is 180 degree, that is two vectors anti-parallel to each other, then their vector product is equal to minus pq. This is because cos 180 degree is equal to minus 1. Next third special case is if theta is equal to 90 degree, then dot product of the two vectors is equal to 0. That is, if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product or scalar product is equal to 0. Here three unit vectors I, j, k are mutually perpendicular to each other. That is, vector I is perpendicular to j is perpendicular to vector k, and I is perpendicular to vector k. Therefore, their dot products are 0. Next, fifth property is if vector p bar is equal to vector q bar and angle between two vectors are 0 degree, then magnitude of the dot product is equal to p square, which is equal to q square. Sixth property is scalar product of the vector expressed in terms of rectangular components. That is, this p vector which can be written in terms of the unit vectors along x, y, z, that is p vector p bar can be written as px I cap plus py j cap plus pz k cap. Similarly, vector q bar is written as qx I cap plus qy j cap plus qz k cap. Then there we have to show that their dot product is equal to px qx plus py qy plus pz qz. Let us consider dot product between vector p and q is equal to rectangular component. P will be written in the form of the rectangular component, and similarly q also written in the form of its rectangular component. We have to find out dot product. First, we can find out simply by multiplication of first component, that is px I cap with this bracket, that is dot product of the first term of this bracket px I cap with this plus dot product of this term and this bracket plus dot product of the third term of the first bracket with the whole second bracket. Let us consider first term is dot product between px I cap and this bracket, that is px I cap dot qx I cap plus qy j cap plus qz k cap plus this second term and plus this second. Now let's calculate dot product between these two vectors, which gives here vector product between two vectors. Here I is vector and in this term also there is I vector. So we will written as I dot I, and remaining magnitudes of the two components will be written outside the bracket, that is here px is magnitude multiplied by qx. Similarly, we will return all the terms in second term, here px I cap and qy j cap. So we will simply written as I dot j and their components written outside the bracket. Similarly, here I dot k and px into qz plus in second term j dot I into py qx, then j dot j into py qy, then py qz, that is j dot k into py qz, j dot k into py qz. In third term k dot I into pz qx, that is k dot I pz qx plus next k dot j pz qy plus k dot k pz qz. Now remember, just we already have shown that dot product between I dot j, j dot k and I dot k is equal to 0, means if two vectors are different, then their dot product is equal to 0, and if two vectors are equal, that is I dot I, j dot j and k dot k are equal to 1. Therefore, after calculating these dot products, we will get answer px qx into 1 plus py qy into 1 plus pz qz into 1, that is we get dot product in the form of px qx plus py qy plus pz qz. So this is our last characteristics of the dot product.